How y'all doing? Oh, excuse me. How y'all doing out there? It's easy work boxing. I'm about to hit you every weapon under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all, we got to talk about Edgar Berlanga. Now, this is a fight I've been seeing y'all come up, man. He's coming out there knocking out people in spectacular fashion. This man had 16 KOs in the first round. The first round. That mean he ain't going to the second, he ain't going to the third, y'all. He's literally knocking people out in the first round. You know, he's out there, you know what I'm saying? He had 168 campaigning. So he on his way. He want titles. He want to fight some of the best out there. But recently he has called out Caleb Plant. Now to y'all, you got to ask yourself, out of all the fighters at 168, why pick Caleb Plant? Why? Because he knows that Caleb Plant doesn't have enough power to possibly hurt him. See, Caleb Plant is in a position right now where sharks are just swimming around him. Everybody sees something, a weakness with Caleb Plant. That's why he's the most called out. Now, we recently watched a video with Edgar Berlanga, and he was saying that big fights at 168 and some of the best fighters are Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, and Canelo. He chose Canelo as probably one of the hardest fights at 168. But I know he must feel that Caleb Plant is the weakest link at 168 because now he's calling him out. That power issue with Caleb Plant, you know, he's swift, he's fast, he can box his ass off. But at the end of the day, you have to keep somebody off you with that speed. You have to keep somebody off you. And Edward has a lot of power. But still, there's questions. There's questions about Edgar Berlanga. Does he have a chin? Is he a front runner? Does he have good stamina, good conditioning? Those are things we need to ask about Edgar. Because just because he's coming out there knocking out every opponent that's in front of him doesn't mean that he could possibly go out there and beat somebody for a title. Because we ain't seen too much questions asked about him. Can he go 12 rounds? Is he in shape to physically go 12 rounds? Does he have a good chin himself? Because you out there knocking out everybody right now don't mean you ain't going to get knocked out. You know? Now, since I watched Mike Tyson missing rounds, for those who love boxing, you should check that video out, Mike Tyson missing rounds. I'm sure that all of these victories just didn't come at the hands of him being a great boxer. I'm not trying to knock nobody. I'm not trying to hate on nobody. But me seeing Mike Tyson missing rounds and understanding how the game go, 16 KOs in the first round just sounds unreal. So I'm sure some of these guys took dives. But that's been happening in the sport of boxing for years, you know, not the dog or Edgar Berlanga, you know, it's just been happening. And now I'm more conscious on it and I know better. But to step up to Caleb Plant, Canelo Alvarez, you know, the other 168 pounds is coming up, Daniel Jacobs, we will have to see what time it is with him. Because like I said, we don't know anything about him for real. We don't know, like I said, is he a front runner? Is he in shape for real? Can he go 12 rounds? Can he take a good punch to the chin? Does he have the warrior mentality? Does he have good footwork? Good jab? We haven't seen all of this yet just to say that this guy is just unstoppable or he just going to go out there and take 168-pound division by force. We just don't know that. But, you know, I'm watching this, his amateur career. He has an amateur career of 162 wins with 17 losses. He is a U.S. national championships. He won that twice. He won in 2013 in Reno, in 2015 in Reno, one at welterweight, one at middleweight. He is a USA junior national champion for 2013 welterweight, a U.S. PAL junior champion for welterweight. So, you know, I'm not knocking him or discrediting him. All I'm just saying is we have to see more before he decides to, you know, try to step up there and knock out some of the heavyweights. I mean, not the heavyweights, but the big name fighters up there at 168. Because, like I said, I feel some of those opponents were bought and paid for. I don't think that he's just consistently being able to go out there and knock opponents out that easily, especially in the first round. That's just, that just don't make sense to me. But I'm not saying it's not possible, but I just don't see it. So, it's a lot of questions behind him saying he won't call out Caleb Plant, but I can understand why. Good call out, good move by his promotional team or his manager, whoever it may be, trainer, to call out Caleb Plant because he has no power, feather fisted, and I'm sure if Edgar can go 12 rounds, if he's in shape, he can knock out Caleb Plant. Like I said, Caleb Plant doesn't use the high guard. Caleb Plant leans to the side, throwing that jab up. He could possibly get knocked out by Edgar. But Edgar has a lot to prove in the sport of boxing. He has a lot to prove. I'm not just going to jump on his bandwagon because he's 16-0 and knocking people out in the first round. Once again, like I said, if you watch Mike Tyson miss some rounds, you'll understand why. I'm not just going to jump on the bandwagon of him, but I'm not going to knock him in any way. I hope to see him in the future and see, can he beat Caleb Plant or Canelo Alvarez, Daniel Jacobs, Charlo, or many more to come. So, let's be looking out for Edgar. He's calling out Caleb Plant. Like I said, once they see a weakness in you, everybody's going to start calling you out. And I think people literally see the weakness that Caleb Plant really doesn't have that much power. So when, everybody's swimming around him, everybody want to get at him. So Caleb Plant better get on that defense, better be working real hard because now everybody at you for that title, bro. And not knocking Caleb Plant. I like Caleb Plant. He's a hell of a fighter. He can get out there, move around the ring, great ring generalship, speedy fighter, combination puncher, good timing, good jab, but he needs to be on his A game because everybody wants his title, and he needs to be ready for what's coming for him. But once again, man, Plant a little weak. Plant gonna be in some trouble if he don't get his shit together. I'm just gonna put it to you like that. The only thing that Plant is really lacking is defense and that eye of the tiger mentality, and it willing to go out there and stop people. I don't think he has that eye of the tiger in him. I think that's what Plant lacks at. Now, it's hard to beat Plant. I was going to say this due to his mental mind frame, the fact that he lost his daughter, his mom. It's hard to beat a fighter like Caleb Plant. But I think if you pressure him, like I think Canelo will pressure him, you'll be able to beat Caleb Plant. I think by the 8th, 9th, no, I say by the 10th, 11th round, if you on him from round 1 to 10, you eventually will knock Plant out. But that's only if you don't give him time to think. If you sit there and try to box with Plant, Plant will outbox you. You have to attack Plant. You have to really become a Manny Pacquiao, Marcos Maidana. You have to really attack Caleb Plant to beat him. You cannot let him sit there and think. Just like Tevin Farmer. You cannot allow fighters like that. You cannot allow boxers, superb boxers, good boxers to sit up there and think on you. If you got to rough them up, you got to hit them below the belt, you got to headbutt. Whatever it is you got to do, you better do it because they're going to sit out there and outthink you the whole goddamn fight and catch you with shots the whole damn fight. So you better go out there with your intentions to hurt these guys because they too good. And you'll realize that once you sit there and hesitate and keep getting punched in your face. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for the donation. What? Yeah, I just had to get on here and talk about that. Edgar is calling out Caleb Plant, so we're going to see what's going on with that. I think Edgar probably biting off too much than he can chew. We ain't seen too much from him, like I said. We need to see what that chin about. We need to see what that stamina about. We need to see if he can go out there, go 12 rounds. If he can't do that, then you may be calling out the wrong fighter. I know you're looking at that power. You may be looking at that lack in defense. But at the same time, you better be able to go 12 rounds, sir. If not, you're going to get out there and get your ass outboxed. Yes, sir, I see that. Well, actually on here, they say he's been training since he was 7, at the age of 7 as a child. His favorite fighter is Felix Trinidad. But at the end of the day, he still better be in shape going against Caleb Plant. He better make sure he can go 12 rounds. We have yet to see what his chin is like. So before he go step out there, he better get things up to par. Now, he's saying he's been sparring heavyweights. He done knocked out heavyweights. I've yet to hear him say he took a punch from a heavyweight and stood there and took it. So, you know, we'll just have to see. Once again, I'm just letting y'all know. He calling out Caleb Plant. A lot of people are calling out Caleb Plant. They see they're lacking power. They see the mistakes in defense, and they thinking he a fish. So, you know, everybody coming to eat. You know, like I said, y'all stay tuned. I thank y'all for watching the videos. Once again, thank you for the donation. It's Easy Work Boxer, man. I thank y'all. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.